everyone. So today I'll be talking about how you can hook up 5 HDMI devices. HDMI devices can be a something like a PlayStation 4, a desktop computer, single board computer, or a Blu-ray or DVD player. They have HDMI connectors basically, and you can also hook up a retro console like a Nintendo Entertainment System, a Sega Master System, a Sega Genesis, a PlayStation 1, a Sega Saturn, Atari Jaguar, and I think even a Dreamcast, Sega Dreamcast, Sony PlayStation 2. They have RCA connectors, all of them. So you could connect a retro video game console to this as well. However, you do need something like this converter right here. This converts RCA. This converts RCA connectors signals from the RCA connectors to a HDMI output. So you could connect it from your retro console like a Nintendo Entertainment System, which comes with RCA cable. Just connect it here and then connect the output to this 5-port HDMI to one HDMI output switch. So you would put that connector, your HDMI connector, from this adapter to one of these ports, one of these 5 ports basically, and you could connect the other 4 devices to each of these HDMI ports, so they would go in here for each one. And this HDMI port right here is out, and this connects to your LCD or LED monitor or television. So it would go into this HDMI connector on the back of your LCD LED television or LCD or LED monitor. You connect it from here to here, and the question is, how do you get the sound? Well, there's this connector right here for the sound, this green circle right here. You would connect your speaker here, and that's it. That's basically it. And you'd get the sound out of that one speaker. The connectors are already exist on your monitor or television. And this is a USB switch for 4 devices to 3 USB output switch. So you would get you could connect 3 USB devices here. For example, you could connect a mouse, a keyboard, a printer if you want, to let's say you have 2 desktop computers. So you would connect your monitor, keyboard, and printer to 2 of the desktops. And you can connect it to 2 computers if you want, because it could connect up to 4 devices. So if you have 4 computers, then you could connect one keyboard, mouse, and printer to 4 desktop computers. Or if you have 3 desktops and 1 laptop, you could do the same, which is pretty versatile. So as you can see here, 4 computers, 4 inputs go to 3 outputs. So a printer. You can even put a USB hub on here if you want more USB connectors, you can do that. But I suggest that you get a powered USB hub, so it wouldn't run out of power, because some USB devices use more power than other USB devices. For example, some scanners could draw more power from the USB ports. So it's good to get a powered USB hub, and you can connect a mouse and a keyboard as well. So it's very versatile in that way. And you could connect one of the HDMI in ports here to this, and the way that I would set it up would be like this. For example, let's say the first 3 devices would be computers, right? So computer 1 would be connected here for the HDMI. Computer 2, I'm sorry, let's start over. Computer 1 would have HDMI 1, computer 2 would have HDMI 2, and computer 3 would have HDMI 3, and that's how I would do it. So if I use the switch, it would be in conjunction to each other, so you wouldn't have any confusion. So the first device, when it boots, when you turn this on, would be connected to that, and if you want to connect it to the next computer, you'd press the switch here, it go to number 2, and you'd press the switch here, and it'll go to PC number 2, and if you press the switch again, it'll go to PC number 3, and it will go to HDMI 3, and that's how it would be used. And for retro consoles, you really cannot share a USB port, because most of them don't have USB ports. They would have something like they would have their own ports for the controllers, right? So this USB switch would be quite useless for that. The way I have my setup is like this. I have 2 computers. I have 1 single board computer, and I have something like a Blu-ray player on there as well. So in that case, I wouldn't use one of the HDMI ports here. I mean the USB ports here. It wouldn't be used. So only 3 USB connectors would be used. So for the 2 computers, single board computer, they would share a keyboard, mouse, and USB hub and printer. And the 4th one would not be used, because that would be for the Blu-ray player. If I wanted to hook up a retro, let's say I bought a Nintendo Entertainment System on eBay or Amazon or whatever, a used one, and I wanted to connect it, yes, I could do that. I could just connect it to, let's say, HDMI input 5, and then I would connect it here, this retro console, to this adapter, and I would connect that out to number 5, and I would have a retro console as well. I could put 5 devices in here, which would be quite useful. And for this thing right here, you could switch it from 720p to 1080p. So this is 1080p, so I would just switch it to 1080p, and I would have 5 devices on there. Some people like to use LCD televisions, for all these devices. Other people like me, I just have it connected to my desk with basically Yeah, I have it on my desk basically. So with a monitor, with the LED monitor. So that's how I have my setup set up. So yeah, it's pretty useful. It's a very versatile little thing to have around. If you are like a tech professional like me who does a lot of things with computers, like programming and stuff like that, and development stuff, I would use something like a single board computer, which I do all the time. And I do like to play retro video games, so I could connect a retro video game to one of these HDMI ports, and I could switch to that and play that as well, and I don't have to have a separate monitor for it, right? And yes, I like to watch Blu-ray movies. I have a lot of DVD and Blu-ray movies in my library. I have hundreds of videos, and which I bought throughout the years. So that's why I have one of these as well. But a lot of people these days stream stuff. But for me, I'm a little bit old school, so I still keep a collection of DVDs and Blu-rays, physical media basically. And yeah, I also have a PlayStation 4. I do play some modern console games from time to time. So instead of investing in like different keyboards and more than one keyboard and mice and stuff like that, I could just have it all connected to one single monitor, which is a lot easier to do, you know. And all I have to do is just use a switch to switch to different devices, right? That's it. Okay, thanks for watching. Ace 1000 KS 1975 signing out.